you fools? It's Matt, ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel. We are live a little early while we're digesting what just happened. The press center is buzzing. It is loco here. Oh my God. Everyone is just like shaking. Everyone is just like all over the place. Hopefully the internet is working. The press, let me see here if you can see it. Let me bring it over here. This is where the press is doing everything that's going on right now. The Dutch fans are just going nuts. Oh my God, the Netherlands, oh, hi, let me move that over. Sean!
Hi.
It happened.
Hi, yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow. I was worried at the end, man.
It was the most insane show I have seen in a very long time. This whole show.
I'm going to do your social media while this is...
I cannot hear you. I can't do that right now. So it is, so I don't know what to say because right now...
I'm doing social media, you need to...
Yeah, I'll do the talking right now here. So we all know the Netherlands have won. The Netherlands have won the Eurovision Song Contest 2019. You all know that by now. 44 years. It took them 44 years and they did it. And now they're performing. The press center is buzzing. And this has been probably the most exciting results in a very long time. There was not like a 300-point winner, which we usually been getting over the years. It was all spread out. Good amount of disagreements between the juries and the televoters. Yet, in the end, the Netherlands won without winning the televote or the jury vote, basically pulling a Ukraine 2016. But we did it. We're going to Amsterdam or Rotterdam next year.
Are you standing up for this before?
What? So, I don't even know all the results because it's very difficult to see the ranking. I believe Norway won the televote. I could be wrong though. Didn't they get 290 something points?
I'm not sure. They've got a very high score.
Yes. So, we gotta wait for the... Oh my God. All I know, loving you is losing.
Yeah, look at this behind us. You glistening eyes in those countries.
Yes.
I can tell you.
I can go higher than this, but... No, don't go higher. The cable.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, let's bring it down again. Thank you. I am so happy for you, the Netherlands. The moment I heard that song, it sounded like a winning song. I predicted, everyone on the team predicted you in the end, although we didn't think that outcome. It would be such a weird outcome, but overall, a great top two in general anyway, a great result. I'm very happy with the outcome. I'm careful. I'm gonna listen in. The press center is just buzzing. We have to wait for the rest to be over the sound, and then we'll talk a little more.
Just take it in. Just take it in.
Yeah, no. We're going! Yeah! Netherlands! What are your thoughts, Sean?
Well, it's only going to be a 45-minute flight next year, so I'm happy with that.
True.
It's got. Oh, no, it's okay. Oh, it's gone. I mean, we predicted this. We saw this coming. We all predicted it, and yet it still seemed so unlikely when we were going through those results. I mean, what a crazy system. I mean, I remember when they first introduced the split jury and television, we were like, this will never work. And then the first year it worked, and it worked well. It happened again. It really is an exciting end to show. But yeah, some shock results in there. I think we're going to have to go through them and dissect it one by one. But
Yes.
yeah, I mean, in the end, I think the right song won. So.
See the thing. Oh yeah, the sound change again.
There's something with one of the cables, I think, on our mic.
Yes.
Obviously, it's very hectic in here. People are knocking around.
Hang on a second, we're going to turn it off for 1 second.
Now, we're working on it, but it's out of our control sometimes. So, it is. We'll keep talking and we'll fix it where we can fix it.
There's already a few people in the press conference room waiting for the winner.
Yes. So now that there's just so much going on, everyone is running to the press center, and there's a lot of talk about Hatari. But yeah, the Netherlands deserve to win. But the big thing is they didn't even win the televote or the jury vote.
I've got the result. Do you want me to go do a rundown?
Well, do you have the breakdown?
No, I've just got the result that we saw on
Okay,
screen.
sure. So the first
If you
place.
refresh that, you'll get it, actually.
Yeah. Obviously, the Netherlands has won with 492 points, which is not necessarily like a huge number, but enough. It's the lowest score we've had since the combination of results. But it's crazy. But the second place.
We said it would be close. We said it would be close.
Yes, I need to screen here though.
Yeah.
So Italy second though, I could not be more thrilled, but they're so close every single time, and yet not quite getting
Italy
it.
are like the bridesmaid at the minute because they always seem to have a quality song and they always seem to be in the conversation, I guess, to win, but they haven't quite had that winning edge, I guess. They've
Yes.
always been ousted by something else. So
Yes.
maybe next year. We're trying to sort out the sound. There's something up with the microphone. So.
Yes. So moving on here, we're going through real quick. Just Russia, Sergei Lazarev once again third place. At least he didn't drop, but I thought he was going to be lower in the end. But he got 306 because the problem is so many discrepancy between juries and televote. I think that is what helped him in the end. Right?
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on Russia?
I was surprised they did so well in the televote, to be honest with you. I thought they'd be a lot lower. So
Oh, really?
he's matched 2016, which I really didn't expect.
By
so,
9 points, he was almost fourth place.
Yeah.
So Switzerland fourth place.
Very, very good result for the Swiss. Their best result for must be decades by now. I mean, they've got to be happy with that, surely. And I think Luca's going to have a really good career after the contest. I think that song is going to be on radios up and down the land for the coming weeks. So, yeah, I think the best thing is that I made money on Switzerland. So, yeah, that's fine.
How did you make money on Switzerland?
I bet on them to finish top 4.
Okay.
They've just about sneaked in.
But isn't that like low odds? Because
I got on it before the semi-final.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, up here for thinking.
I know, right? So, Norway again
That was a
won
shock.
their televote.
We thought it might flop.
Well,
the exact
no,
opposite
well,
happened.
not in the. Yeah, I mean, I knew it was going to do better in Norway in the televote, but I thought.
See,
I mean, I got the numbers right. Like they would do worse with the juries and better with the televote, but I didn't expect a win.
No, well, we had songs like this in Eurovision before, and they've always seemed to do a lot worse than we expect in the final. So I figured it'd be the same case again. But I guess there was something about it that really resonated with people, and they, obviously, people just really enjoyed it as a party song.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Now Sweden in sixth place once again, saved by the juries.
Yeah.
It got like less than 100, I think, from the televote, right?
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, not horrible, but it's maybe like
It's
lower
better than
left
last
side
year,
scoreboard,
but
right?
Surely, this has got to send a message to the Swedish
It
approach.
does.
Surely.
And I'm going to say something because we always pick on like Cyprus and Greece, all the ex-Soviets voting for each other. Once again, today was the Nordic countries stuck together for the most part in their votes.
And you look how close it is. If it wasn't for the Nordics, I mean, Sweden would be dropping out of the top 10.
Yes.
Almost.
Yes,
So-
absolutely. So I love the Swedish song. I love it a lot. But it bothers me when you see all these points coming in from the juries. It's not just even the televote. It's the juries actually who voted.
Yeah.
Very much in line.
And
with,
that's 2 years in a row now. It's very
Yes.
obvious that the juries have overrated Sweden compared to the televote.
yeah, and significantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then in 6th place we have, I'm not 6th place, I'm sorry, 7th place, Azerbaijan.
Done very well.
Good result, deserved result. I'm
Yeah.
very happy for them. This
It's
is
their
the
first top 10 in.
2013 was the last time when
Yeah.
they finished 2nd. So it's been 6 years for them.
Yeah.
So that is wonderful.
They could be back with us.
They did much better in the juries than I thought, actually.
Yeah.
At some point, they were like in 3rd place, even. You know, so overall,
Is the sound fixed, by the way, or is it?
yeah, nobody's saying anything.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
so let's move on real quick. North Macedonia, Sean.
It's clearly the shock of the night.
Yeah,
I mean,
2nd place, almost won,
Almost
just
won the
overtaken by
jury.
Sweden the very last second.
yeah. And it's their best result ever.
Yes, the first time top 10, Tamara can go home and be a hero.
Yeah.
Even though she couldn't, it wasn't a televote
She
friendly song.
qualified
We
into
knew
the
it.
final. That should have been enough, really.
It should have been enough, and now she brought home. She got 2nd place with the juries. It shows that any country can win the jury vote, at least,
Yeah.
and the televote as well, I believe. But people say countries like this couldn't do well, but
Yeah.
they can. And it's not even my kind of song, but I am very happy for it. What's going on?
What's up?
Oh, we get to that in
Oh.
a second. We're going to get to that in a second.
Guys,
Guys,
we've got to, yeah.
yeah. 9th place, Australia. It's a little lower than I thought it was going to end up at, so I'm slightly disappointed. But nevertheless, a top 10 result for Australia, nothing to be ashamed of.
No, certainly
and
not.
that's they only missed the top 10 once last year, and they're back in it. It's once again people said,
Where
it
are the
was
semi-final results?
probably Eurovision.tv.
No, they're not on there.
You have to go. Maybe apps look different, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
Let's go for this first.
Can you get it on the phone and all?
Iceland is 10th place.
Yeah.
Iceland
Disappointing. I think they messed up the performance a little bit tonight. The televote I thought would support them a lot more. I guess maybe it was just too divisive for people.
it was too divisive.
The juries obviously didn't go for it. So
Yeah, I mean, they didn't go much. I mean, they were like upper right-hand side, I think. So it wasn't that bad.
I'm disappointed in the result because I thought they deserved better.
Yes.
I do have to say though that I don't agree with what they did in the green room.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to really come back to bite Iceland. I think they're
Iceland,
gonna
the band, I don't think that's going to really come, and I think the EBU needs to put something on because that
Yeah.
was BS, especially after they said we're not going to do it.
But we do have to say as well is that Madonna did have Palestinian flags in her performance as well.
Absolutely, but she's not a
So-
participant, so that's why I never got her in the first
but
place.
for someone who supposedly loves Israel so much and that, I think
Yeah.
that was bold of her as well. So,
Yeah, she should be banned too from Eurovision.
Yeah. Madonna should never be allowed to enter Eurovision. I
Yes.
guess,
So I'm really upset when that happened because I always defended Iceland. They said they weren't going to do it. We knew that Matthias works for the Icelandic broadcaster and that he would be smarter than that. I don't know if they're going to fire him or anything, but the EBU needs to put down the hammer and say this is not cool.
The hammer, I like it.
Oh, no pun intended there. I'm upset about it. It doesn't matter what politics you are, whether you're pro, anti, whatever it is. I don't care.
But a top 10 for Iceland is still a very good result.
Yes,
So-
absolutely. So it was a great result for Iceland, especially after all these things. Let's put aside the politics on this one, but we had to address it. Czech Republic, once again, a great result, 11th place, just missing out on the top 10.
I thought they would do so much better with the televote than they
Yeah,
did.
I did get, well, I thought they were going to do well with the juries, and that I did get right, but I thought they were going to do a little better with the televote. So this was a little bit of a surprise, and the weird part is they had the camera on them, so you saw their shocked faces. That made it really awkward, but I do think that was a great result. Then,
Okay, I've got the semi-final.
yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so Denmark, 12th place. I thought it would end up a little lower, but something like that. But I knew
guess
it has
people
like a
just
sweetness.
liked it, yeah.
And no one believed me. I got a really good overall score this my ranking.
But at this point, the points start dropping off drastically.
Yes,
don't they?
that
So
is true.
These are like sort of the rest, as it were.
The rest of the best.
Yeah.
But there's some surprises. So France in 14th place sounds about right. That's what I expected.
I mean, it was overrated by, I think, the press in here.
Yes.
Personally, I never saw it finishing that high, and the song just wasn't strong enough. So yeah, that doesn't shock me in the slightest.
A big surprise was Cyprus.
Yeah.
Not many points.
I predicted them 11th. I didn't think it would do as well as some, I guess, would.
I actually have them also like in 13th myself.
Yeah.
But I thought
I'm
I was
surprised
too
by the
harsh.
televote.
Yes,
the
me too.
televote only gave them like 39 points, I think it was. So.
Yes, it was very little, and because people thought, oh, it's a Fuego 2.0.
Can I reveal something about Cyprus?
What, were they the 10th qualifier?
No, they were the 9th.
9th.
So they only finished 9th in the semi-final.
Yeah, so 9th, so that is definitely a surprise there. A lot of Tanta fans disappointed, but she made it to the finals. It's always a good result. And 15th is nothing to be embarrassed about. Now, 16th place went to Malta, and I was shocked that she only got 20 points from the televote, I think.
Yeah, 20.
That was a little bit more of a surprise, huh?
Yeah, well, she opened the show. Maybe
still,
by that point people had just forgotten.
Melvin opened the show and he got 7th place.
Yeah.
Granted, he has a little bit more of a heads up from certain countries, but still.
I'm trying to find ways to describe how things like that happen. I guess it's just the case that it didn't. People maybe liked it, but they liked other songs better, and that could just be how it's fallen. So,
out of all my countries that I predicted, I think Serbia, I mostly misjudged on this one. I thought the juries would love this, and clearly they weren't quite as crazy about it. And only finished in 17th place. Even the televote didn't give them that many points.
Yeah.
And your thoughts?
So who's this? Sorry.
Serbia.
Serbia. I guess. In terms of the ex-Yugoslav countries, I guess they just went for North Macedonia. There's normally one that seems to benefit the most.
Yeah.
It had a really tough draw in the end because it was, it had Italy, it had Switzerland, Australia, all coming after it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, they did a reasonable job. Yeah. I think they're about where I predicted them to finish, maybe slightly higher. But
this one I went a little off there. The ones I'm surprised to not go for the rest. San Marino did better than I thought, with a 20th place, which is not necessarily like that, but certainly his best result
ever, yeah.
Do you think it was the Turkish diaspora that got it, or you will think there's going to be points from all over?
Possibly, but it was a good party song. I think people would have enjoyed it and voted for it. So.
It was a better performance of this as well. I got to give him that. The shocker was Greece, hardly any points from the televote.
Yeah, I'm surprised Greece is so low. I'm surprised Spain is so low.
Spain, I mean, I was shocked that they were last. I thought that Spain would flop with the juries, which they did, but I didn't expect last place. Yeah. And I thought they were going to get a good amount of points from the televoters. Once again, failed. I feel bad for Spain to a certain extent, because it was a good fun party song.
Yeah. Maybe it was a bit too throwaway for people in the end.
So I want to say I'm so glad that I was right that Germany did not finish last overall. They did finish last in the televote with 0 nada. Yeah. So I feel good about not being. I'm sorry, I know it feels like I'm rubbing it in right now. But just from as a German,
I'm used to this point.
I don't want it to be last because we have so many already lately. Yeah. And but I also feel good that they got 0 from the televote to tell this broadcaster, you suck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm telling you, you suck because you made that. You got to sleep in the bed that you made with that very influential national final where you thought, okay, we're going to put them in last minute, put them in last spot, and push them really hard because we think it's the best song, and everyone fell for it. And now so I'm second to last would have been even better for me, but third to last, I'll take that. Yeah. Germany got to wake up.
It's one of Germany's best
harsh, but
recently.
It comes from a place of love.
It's one of Germany's best results recently.
I know. It's tough love from me because I want Germany to do well, but it really bothered me. So 24th place, Belarus second to last. It's a little bit of a surprise to me. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it, but I thought it was going to get a little bit more.
Yeah. Again, probably just got lost in the mix.
Yes.
At some point. And then the United Kingdom.
Any thoughts? It sucks. I know it sucks.
It's disappointing because I thought we deserved better than that for sure. I think Nigel's a really nice guy. He's a great singer. I thought we'd do better in the jury vote. I expected as much in the televote. To be honest, but I mean, the BBC have got to get the message by now. It's not working.
Yeah, I get it.
It just isn't working.
It isn't. So we're going to go through the semi-final results real quick. I have no idea what, so he's going to read it to me, Sean.
Okay. So
we're trying to answer questions at ES United, but the chat is going really fast. But if you have questions at ES
you want them
United,
top to bottom?
Yeah, let's start with the first place in semi-1.
Okay, so the first place in semi-final 1 was Australia.
Australia won.
261 points.
How many?
261.
260. So Australia won, and now they didn't do quite as well, surprisingly. But it's still, I mean, that's why they were put in a good position. But that's how it can change when the other half isn't as much into it.
Yeah. Second was the Czech Republic with 242
I
points.
knew they're going to do well. It was the juries that brought them up.
Yeah, I think so.
Clearly.
Third place was Iceland with 221.
The semi-2 was just stronger.
Yeah.
That's why they all dropped.
This is a shock.
Fourth.
Estonia were fourth.
I put them in
with
6th place.
198 points.
So I'm not as shocked. I put them in
Yeah.
6th place.
Fifth went to Greece with 185
They
points.
dropped quite a bit as well.
Yeah. Sixth place Slovenia with 167.
All right, I was saw.
Yeah. Seventh was Serbia with 156.
Okay, I can see that as well.
Eighth was San Marino
They weren't even
with
last.
150 points.
How many?
150.
150 points. San Marino in
Yeah.
8th place,
Beating Cyprus by 1 point.
beating Cyprus by 1
Yeah.
point in 9th place. So that makes who last?
The 10th place was Belarus with 122.
122 points for Belarus.
Yeah,
Darn
and
it.
then in 11th with 120,
Was it Hungary?
Poland.
No, Poland is what I meant.
Yeah. Well, you should have said it then.
Yeah, I meant Poland, and I
Yeah.
know that the juries dragged it down.
Yeah.
I
Well, we'll
know
have
it.
to see the split later.
I
on.
know it.
12th place Hungary with 97.
Okay, that was close.
Yeah. 13th place was Belgium with 17.
I can see that. I think that's what I predicted
Yeah.
as well. What?
14th with
What's
62
Portugal?
is Georgia.
Where's Portugal? It's coming up.
15th place with 51 points is Portugal.
I wonder if it got dragged down by someone
Yeah.
that neither agreed.
16th place with 46 points
Yeah.
is Montenegro.
16th? They're not
And
last.
17th with 23 is Finland. Darude finished last.
I had them second to last.
Darude finished last.
And you
I'm
thought they were
surprised-
11?
Yeah, I just misread that one, obviously.
Man.
So, and then in the second semi-final, first place was Netherlands with
Okay.
280.
All right, second.
Second was North Macedonia with 239.
Knowing what we know now.
Third was Sweden with 238.
How many?
So they were a point behind
Oh,
North
it's all
Macedonia.
close. Fourth?
Fourth was Switzerland with 232.
Makes sense.
Again, close. Fifth was Azerbaijan with 224.
Okay.
Sixth place was Russia with 217. They finished third in the final.
They got a little bit more support from
Yeah.
the televote here to bring it back up.
Seventh place was Norway with 210.
Because the juries.
Yeah. Eighth place was Malta with 157.
That's enough. Who cares?
Ninth place was Albania with 96.
I thought they were like the borderline
Yeah.
with the 10.
10th place, this is all close. 2 points below Albania is Denmark.
They
Yeah.
just squeezed in.
And then 11th place with 93 points.
Yeah.
Lithuania.
I knew they could because they got
Lithuania.
their televote. They had so much televote support
Yeah.
that they could have squeezed in.
12th place with 85, Moldova.
I see. We knew
Yeah.
they could have.
13th place with 71 is Romania.
Oh, that's the worst result.
Yeah. 14th with 64 is Croatia.
Yeah.
15th with 50 points is Latvia. Surprises me.
Juries.
16th with 49 points is Armenia.
No. 16th.
Yeah. 17th with 21 points is Austria. And 18th, last place with 16 points is Ireland.
That we all predicted, kind of, huh?
16 points. to
16
22.
poor points. Wow.
So,
We don't know the breakdown between juries and televotes, but we have a hunch, at least.
yeah.
So, any thoughts from you on this whole thing?
Eurovision's done it again. It's floored me. Whoa.
Oh, David needs a hug.
Okay. I'm okay.
Thank you.
Do you think?
Televote gave Romania 1 point.
Oh, really?
And
Only
so did-
one?
And so did Ireland.
What?
Only one?
Yeah.
What is it?
We gave 1 point to Romania in the semi,
Oh.
in the televote.
All right. Do you think that the BBC need to get their act together and revamp the national selection?
Yes,
I'm
of
fuming
course they
tonight,
do.
Connor.
Of course they do.
And they won't.
They got lucky with Lucy. I mean, they're sending inoffensive songs with inoffensive staging, and it just gets lost. You need to stand out. You need to do something different.
And now they
I
went with
will
the,
admit, I don't think that the disparity between Sweden and the UK should have been as much as it was.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel really bad for Michael because I think he's a really talented guy, and I hope it doesn't cloud his career. I think he's done a great job. But
Well, that's what the
something's
sound was
gotta
given
change.
to him.
I think if we'd have picked Kerry Ann,
Yeah.
should have done better.
Yeah,
I think if we'd have picked Freaks,
Would have done better.
Might have got more points. Might have probably still finished last, but might have got more points.
I think it's more catchy. People would have gravitated towards more.
I think we need to go back to internal selection. I think we need to just put everything behind one artist.
Well, if they do, the problem is they had another horrible national final. 3 songs by two, like Germany did that in 2016, 17, or something like that. And look what they got. And UK is like, UBC, let's copy that really bad national final contest that didn't work for
Germany.
Germany.
Look who won tonight. The Netherlands picked an unknown artist with a song that was personal to him. He knew how he wanted to stage it. He knew how he wanted to approach the contest.
Yes.
They just said to him, look, let's put faith in you. Go out there, see what you can do. He's just earned them their first win in 44 years.
Yeah. Look,
it's not rocket surgery, is it? It's not brain science.
Moin says, do you notice that the crazy vote from the Belarusian jury, they gave all the bad countries their points?
Yeah.
Yes, but those weren't juries.
No.
Remember the juries were
the
as well.
aggregated vote.
But how does it aggregate? How can you have aggregated points and get it to all the low countries? Wouldn't aggregate kind of look at countries in the overall ranking? I have no idea how that
Maybe
would
they
work.
gave a boost to people, I don't know.
I mean, Germany got 8 points.
Yeah.
The reason why we have Belarus, we probably didn't finish last. That's the reason why we didn't finish last, probably.
Well, no, because we got points off Belarus as well.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
true.
remember how many.
Well, then we would have bottom 2 probably at least.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how that worked. I want to find out more about it because that made no sense. Do you think that Germany and the UK face the same problem with broadcasters? Millennials barely have a say. Yeah, I mean, but millennials has definitely a part in it, but it's really just the people behind the scenes who have a certain chip on their shoulder who think they have it all. We got it figured out. And the problem is both Germany and BBC, UK have a similar kind of concept, like they suck for the most part at what they're doing, but the numbers are there, viewing figures.
I mean, I'm going to put it out there. If anyone from the BBC is watching, if you want me to advise you, just let me know. I mean,
call us.
Yeah, let me know.
Yes.
I'm sure there's plenty of us in
Yes.
here that are British that could come together. You like that? Come together.
Come together.
Come together and just talk about what Eurovision fans want. I mean,
Yes.
it's not difficult. It really isn't like. Okay, I could say okay. Eurovision, it's difficult to win, but I think if you can get a complete package together, it's not difficult to do well. Anyone can do it.
Winning may be a more difficult story, but you can at least see
You
a
can
pattern. It's a
have
pattern.
You can have a respectable result
It's a pattern what
quite
we're
easily
talking
if
about.
you
Yes.
just put the package together.
Exactly. So, Ramadami, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm going to pretend Norway won. Nigeria. No, I'm glad with the Netherlands, but Norway would have been so expensive.
Yeah.
That's my only thing. Yeah. So, but we can't just kick out the juries every time we disagree with their decision. And when we agree, then we're okay with it. It's not how it works,
I
really.
want to see who did the UK get the 3 points off. That's what I want to see.
Oh, Ireland.
Let's find
I'm
out.
disappointed that our close friends Austria and Switzerland didn't give us nothing, but Germany deserved nothing, actually, to be honest. What?
It was Ireland.
It was Ireland.
Oh God.
So you have a more loyal friend there, yeah.
Oh.
SEK, thank you so much for a fantastic ESC season. I love you guys. I'm so happy the Netherlands won. Have a great night. Levander, I am over the moon. I'm just so thrilled with the overall results. Most of my favorites are really high up there, except for my beloved Israel, but that was expected. But other than that, I'm just so happy, and we're going to Amsterdam/Rotterdam, most likely. Now look, let's go us to Utrecht or something like that. But
Utrecht's lovely.
yeah,
Just
but
doesn't
I
have
want
an
to be the
arena.
city. Yeah, I was just kidding right now.
Utrecht's not far from Amsterdam either.
Yeah. I'm so happy for North Macedonia, the best result. I've always told you that. I am happy for them. But keep in mind, it's very difficult to judge that because in the televote, she would have been like maybe around 17th or something like that, I would assume. So it's very difficult to predict what the juries are going to do. I thought North Macedonia would be like 7 with the juries. Not almost winner, like second place. So that is what really brought them up. So I had them like a little lower because of that.
I can't wait for you guys to see our reaction video because it's just the descent into disbelief is unbelievable.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to upload that tonight. It's going to take me a little while.
Well, I don't know whether David's already on it.
Yeah. So, damn, Ireland coming through with those backstops points for us.
Yeah.
Chris, take what you have, because for Germany, Switzerland, and Austria didn't deliver. Well, now I'm glad that Austria didn't qualify. No, I'm kidding. You should never have expectation for someone to vote for you anyway, but some countries will always get it. But no, as I said earlier, I don't. Germany needs to rethink their approach, because we got one good result, and again, that's a chip.
Yeah.
What happened with Madonna? That's all we wonder. So what do you think about the whole Madonna's dilemma, the debacle with the flags?
The flags, don't agree with it. Keep it apolitical.
But honestly,
Same
blame
artery.
Khan. They knew you talking about Madonna. You know what
She's
Madonna
meant to love
does.
Israel.
Yeah, but she spoke out also in favor of Palestine before. So you knew what you're signing up for, Khan. And
Can we just, like, aside from all of that, can
Yeah.
I just be very blunt for a second?
yes,
It was rubbish.
yeah,
Madonna's performance was rubbish.
especially the second song. The first one was fine because we all know the song.
Yeah, but if...
No, I get
hopefully
it.
that means that we won't get any more like American stars coming to the
Yes,
show.
that
because-
is true. Chiara, thank you so much. Thank you for all your hard work at the ESC season. Hopefully next year will be finally be Italy this
Yeah.
year.
We're waiting for Italy to win. It's going to happen sooner or later. It's
It
just
will.
a case
I
of
mean,
when.
you deliver
Yeah.
every single, and that feels like we never win, but it's only one country that can win, and you're this close again, and it's a fantastic song. Then
Constantly showing up the rest of the Big Five.
now that the season's over, because I'm always careful saying who my favorite, Netherlands and Italy were my top two this year. So that the fact that they both ended in the top two is fantastic.
Yeah.
And then it was followed by not in the order, Russia, Israel, and Sweden actually. So I'm overall pretty happy.
You're a
with the outcome.
tastemaker.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty happy with the way it turned out. So, but I'm always careful sharing that in the beginning.
Did Israel's... So Israel only got 12 from the juries, right?
Yes,
That was from the Belarusian
Yeah.
fake jury.
I think so. Was it
So
12?
Israel would have zeroed out on...
I'm shocked by the juries. I thought
Yeah.
they would have eaten that up.
Yeah, so
The
Israel would have
aggregated
zeroed
jury
out.
that didn't exist,
Yeah.
basically. But they got a few points from the televote, actually, so that would have helped anyway.
Yeah.
So any comments overall about the voting system then, Chris is asking? Liked it today? Did you like the current setup?
It worked. It worked.
They're going to bring it back next year now.
Oh yeah, they will. Yeah, it is nice to be fair because
I mean, look at
the last voting system was a bit too quick, and I think they did well to really build the suspense this time.
That is true.
And then obviously if there's disparities or whatever, it does create
Yeah.
shock moments.
I mean, I don't know where Sweden was, like 12th place with the televote. I have to look it up right now. They would have been announced 12th, kind of like Austria last year, basically.
I think the
and
fact
it
that-
would have been a little bit less. And
Yeah.
then North Macedonia would have been out as well already by that time. So the third place was the Netherlands. So it would have been already been like, they would be the new favorite at that point.
Yeah.
So maybe now that we finally saw it in play, we were critical. And sometimes when you're critical, you have to admit, maybe I can change my mind. And maybe I will
I
change
think
my mind.
I think I was surprised that they showed Malta and Czech Republic when they got like next to nothing in the votes.
Yeah, showed them, right?
Yeah.
Malta was especially, like her face was like,
Czech Republic 7. Yeah.
they did that face.
Although what I did like was that she's the first host that's ever given out no points and apologised.
Yes.
She's like, sorry Germany, no points.
Yeah,
So-
it's like, okay. Slovenia finishing 13th. I'm very happy for them. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
I'm happy. I mean, regardless of that stupid press conference,
their
let's
best
look
result
past
in a
that.
while, isn't it?
7 is their best result in 2001.
No, in a while.
Oh, in a while. Well, since in 2015, didn't they get all like 13th with Mariah?
I
Not
don't think
Mariah.
they were-
With
I don't think they were quite that high. Let's have a look.
they were like 13th, 14th, or something like that. We're looking it up right now. 15. 14th. So I close, but
Oh,
it's
and
technically
no
better.
one got 13
No,
as well.
so it seems like 13, 14
they
is the
average out
number.
around the middle
Yes.
of the table if they qualify.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Lundvik's reaction was classic, like a sucker punch. Yeah, but I mean,
I wish I could have seen it because I had too many people in front of me with
I
cameras.
saw it, but it sucked. I'm not taking pleasure out of people being miserable,
No.
right? And John Lundvik is a sweet guy. People are excited that Sweden didn't win, and I get it to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But I'm not happy that he feels bad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I don't take pleasure out of that. Jakumata, thank you so much for your coverage of the whole season. You're doing all this because of dedication. That is just a small thank you. It's a big thank you for me. So thank you very much. Guys, this was fun having you listening to our your commentary. Great show apart from Madonna. She sang rubbish, and we need a law that only artists from participating countries can perform. Yes-ish. I'm going to add a little caveat to it. At least some kind of connection to Eurovision or to the hosting country.
Yeah.
Like, Celine Dion is not from Europe.
But if Switzerland hosted,
Yes,
can see it.
It would make sense to me. Oh, Aussie Rose, thank you so
like
much.
Gal Gadot.
Yes.
She's Israeli, so.
Yes, so thrilled for the Netherlands. Congrats, Italy, Russia, North Macedonia, Norway on their great results. I'm super happy Australia got 9th. Thank you, Europe. If it were up to me, Aussie Rose, Australia
I don't
would
want
be
to
way...
invade, but I want to say goodbye to these beautiful
Oh, we
people. Because
love
I'm
you.
leaving to the airport.
Already?
You're going now?
6:55.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Why do you do this to yourself?
Bye,
Someone
Bernardo.
needs to work on Monday, and that person is me.
Oh, geez. This is commitment, though. You just
Yeah.
do it and you leave. Bye. So everyone, a lot of people are running out here.
I'm not.
Huh?
I'm not.
No, you're not. Oh, come on down here. Let me see if we can bring you in.
Are you ready for levels of salt you've never seen before on a Eurovision live stream? Welcome, Zach.
I know. You'll see the video of me screaming for people to sit down.
Well,
And then me rolling
David
my
was
eyes.
poking people with the flag, and Sean was like, hey.
Yeah, people
Someone,
didn't get it.
someone called us rude. Someone said, you Brits are so rude.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want
Even
to talk
though-
about
even
salty.
though I was the only Brit.
Yeah, you want to talk about salty.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the results, though, Zach.
So,
Winner reaction.
congrats
Oh,
to
everyone's
North
joining.
Macedonia for their highest ranking. Congrats to San Marino
For the highest
for
ranking.
the highest ranking.
Congrats to North Macedonia for the highest ranking.
Yep.
Oh, you did that. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Farewell to Iceland for a few years.
Oh, the
And-
press conference is starting.
Oh, perfect way for me to get out of what I was going to say next.
What?
So, farewell to Iceland. I don't know if we're going to see them for a few years. All my Israeli friends are livid. They are mad AF. And I did reply, well, Madonna had a message in there also,
Yeah.
which had an Israeli and a Palestinian flag on two people. I would say if you wanted to make criticisms, Hatari were two in your face, and Madonna was trying to simplify and trivialize the relationship. It's very complex from what I learned. I'm actually using this as an opportunity to ask some of my friends here about it. And all of them have been very open to saying, we're very one-sided in our approach, but we'll share you what we know. And I hope I can find an avenue to learn the other side. I think we in the U.S. only get one side of the story, and the thing I love about Eurovision is getting the whole picture, getting different opportunities to learn about stuff. And the perfect example that I can give is talking to people from Armenia and learning about how the diaspora was created from, certain aspects of that. So I think I'm going to use this as an opportunity to learn more about the history that I don't know, being an American coming into Europe, and I hope our readers can help me learn that, teach me that as well. Now, the one thing I will say is that I do have a conference in Amsterdam in October. The Dutch fans, you can rub it in my face that I was Team Italy the whole way, and although I changed my pick to the Netherlands at the very last minute, I can't take any credit for that.
You cannot?
You went
I
far.
cannot.
Why not?
Because, I was pretty stubborn in my Italy pick, and I actually thought they were going to do it at the end.
Well, we got Team East United got it right, so we feel all good about our reputation now, even though we shouldn't have, but people are like
It wasn't
that.
exactly difficult to pick, let's be honest. So.
Looking at the results, it was. Are you kidding me? He got the lowest score so far. It was really close. He didn't win the televote
we
or the
said
jury
this,
vote.
didn't we? We said Netherlands will win, but we don't think it will be
It's a landslide
like a
win.
landslide. No,
That is
yeah.
true. So I'm just curious where he ended up in the televote and the jury vote overall. Does anyone look? Did you look it up?
You can get splits.
A bit different up. What should I look up?
Where the Netherlands ended up in the televote and jury vote overall. He didn't win either. So I was curious where he ended up.
It's a detailed thing. I have to go through every single detailed concept.
Okay, yeah, I got to do that too.
It's gonna take some time.
No, I mean it should be
don't
online.
expect
No, I mean I'm going to go for tonight as well because I love
Someone
these
will work
numbers.
it out, put it
But
on
Eurovision.tv
Go
has
later
it.
tonight.
Yeah, Eurovision.tv has it as well. I just have time to look it up. Oh, this is so loud. All right, so there's going to be the winning press conference here. Given that Norway had technical problems during the jury rehearsal and scored terribly, do they have a genuine gripe that they were screwed? Now,
That's a good point.
I said that before, they would use that as, do you really think that the juries had like a 1 second black screen and the camera shot that they downgraded? We always knew that this would be a song that the juries would not appreciate as much. We even saw it in the national final, when the juries didn't go crazy for it.
But I think the point stands that they were refused another, a rerun.
And perception is reality. And even though I don't believe that is what it was, and I know it wasn't, the reality is people will believe that because that's a perception, and that always sucks. Absolutely. So second in televote, in Netherlands was No, somebody's a second in televote, some's a third in televote.
Could be. They weren't the.
Yeah.
I think Norway won the televote.
Yeah.
Right?
Second and third. So there were one second in one and third in the other. That's even
Wow.
worse than Jamala, because he was second and second.
I still can't believe that Norway won the
Well, that just shows because Norway and Sweden obviously did a lot worse in the other respective
Yes,
votes,
that is
so-
true. So Iceland won televotes in semifinal. No, we saw that one. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Iceland won the televote in the semi-final. Okay.
Yeah, semifinal. Yeah, which is interesting, huh? But you know, semifinal one was considered the weaker one, and I think the results reflect that and make it.
Where did Iceland finish in the televote in the final? Like, what position?
I don't know. That we need to look up. That's the question.
If someone can tell us, let us know.
Yeah.
So here's the other thing to consider. I thought it was really cruel to put the Czech Republic and Malta's faces on when they were announced with minimal points.
I know we said the same thing.
That was really cruel. And I don't blame that on the production. I'm not sure who to blame that on, the EBU, RKN. But stuff like that should not happen.
I guess that is true. How long will ESC have to wait for a chart hit song to win Eurovision? I see.
This could do well in the charts.
A lot of songs have been in the charts, and I don't think winning chart success should not be should not determine a good Eurovision song. We
only
want
been-
niche songs.
It's only been 7 years.
What do you mean?
Euphoria, that was the last one. It's only been 7 years since we had one.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at. Sorry.
Yeah.
The Calm After the Storm was very successful in the charts.
Split vote there.
What?
Split vote.
Oh, split vote. So, let's take a look at the televote. Norway was first, Netherlands second, 30 points apart, and right behind Italy in third, and Russia in fourth. They lucked out that the discrepancy there.
Yeah.
Switzerland only fifth, then Iceland sixth, Australia seven, Azerbaijan 8, Sweden 9. So they still would have been in the top 10. It's not that bad.
10.
What?
San Marino was 10th in the televote.
San Marino was in the top 10 of the televote. Shut the front door.
But look how separate. Look how many points were distributed across. I think that face needs to become a meme. Someone turn
What?
this into a meme. Your face.
I'm serious, dude. They were in the top
Spain 14,
10 of the
Estonia 16.
televote.
It's Eurovision. Everything is there.
Oh my.
Malta was
Germany.
bottom 5 of the televote. And Czech
Yeah.
Republic were third bottom.
But look at this. They were first. They were fourth. They were third. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is a pattern there, but they were all. That's probably why they were placed early, because they knew they were not doing as well. I'm thrilled that Albania did a little bit better in the televote than I thought they would,
Why was Greece and Cyprus placed right next to Netherlands then?
because they usually do that exactly. They do like a less strong song in the running order with a stronger one often. That's a very often common theme with that.
Do they have the split for? Nope, they don't.
Go back.
Yes, sir.
No, what are you doing?
That stuff because you're chatting.
I was talking to him. Let me take this.
God, I'm just gonna pull this mic out and just sabotage.
11 Slovenia. So North Macedonia was still 12th place even with the televote.
So they would have still matched
That
their
is
best
still would have
result.
been their best result, or tied for best result. Yeah. Slovenia just missing out.
I think this is a better song to say is their best song ever, or best placing
Well,
ever.
rather than Nina 9.
Yeah.
That one song was a little messy. Spain was
Say na 10th. I can't believe that.
yes.
A new name can do wonders, apparently.
Yep, indeed. All right, so that is a very interesting one. Let's take a look at the juries.
So I will say that I think San Marino should be very happy with those results. I talked to the head of press today real briefly while Serhat was on the.
Sorry, real quick. I got a super chat. Thank you so much, Matt, and the team. You guys keep a level head and us on the action, and I really appreciate you all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, we all love and bicker at each other, but we're an awesome team. Okay.
Matt picks on us.
I am really
I know. Don't hit
salty
me.
Zach.
Huh?
Okay, go ahead.
Salty,
So
salty.
I talked with the head of I talked to the head of press and I said, so any thoughts on the microstate comment you made a couple years ago, and he just said, "Oh, we're just really happy right now." And I said, "I'm not gonna push you." I just said, I hope they change their mind.
Yeah.
I hope they feel that microstates do have a place in Eurovision.
Can I speculate wildly?
What's that?
I have a feeling this might bring Luxembourg back.
Maybe. But you also need to look at the points.
San
because
Marino doing well.
hang on though. If these points are just based on diaspora, that could be a different story. So we have to look at that. So Netherlands was the only country in the top 3 with the juries and televotes.
They're partying in the streets by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
In the Netherlands.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Glad that they're all partying because they deserve it. This is a big moment for the Netherlands.
Yeah.
I would assume, right?
I'm very happy for them.
Yes.
I was cheering for them, of course.
Yeah, especially after 2014.
It's a small country, and I always cheer small
Yeah,
countries.
and even David is happy because the guy who doesn't really go for ballots actually liked the Netherlands.
Dude, relax. I'm allowed to like.
No, you are, but I think that's a strong statement because you're not alone. There are people who don't go for ballots. My friend Dimitri in the U.S. hardly ever goes for ballots. So when there's a ballot that speaks to people, it's very powerful.
But it was one of my favorites to begin with as well.
Yes. So it was a great outcome, and I am thrilled that we're going to the Netherlands next year, and wherever it may be, Amsterdam or Rotterdam. And I'm so happy. There were so many Dutch fans. They were so excited about this, and it was nerve-wracking because for a while, Duncan was like in 6th or 7th place with the juries. It's like, oh, this is not going well.
Yeah.
But then he caught up a little, fortunately. So that worked out. Oh, I said I'd quit smoking if the Netherlands won. How do I keep this vow? Fancy giving me a job. That is funny. Well, you got to stop smoking. It's better for you anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see. Any other thoughts that we need to talk? Anything else about the show that we need to address?
I do wonder how people are going to react to the fact that he didn't win either of the votes.
Well, there were already a
I
lot of
think,
people upset about the whole Norway should have won. This is BS. All of that stuff.
It's because of this huge difference between the televote winner and the jury winner. The televote winner finished 15th with the juries.
I mean, look at Russia. They finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th with the juries, I think, and 4th with the televote. Yet they're 3rd overall.
Yeah.
It's
just
just the way it goes. The televote and the jurors were very different, and I think a lot of people knew Sweden didn't win when they were announcing the votes. And I was saying earlier before, this new voting system would only potentially work if we knew. Well, it wouldn't work either way. It wouldn't work because we would have known. We already knew, had a sense that Sweden didn't have enough points, but at the same time, Norway would have been the last country voted for, and at that point, we knew there wouldn't be enough. I
Yes.
think this seems to be becoming a trend more and more seen. 2017 I almost feel like almost a fluke year because the last time we had an adamant winner on both sides was 2014 and 2017.
Yes.
So this is becoming rarer and rarer now.
That is true. That is true. So people are super excited in the. So there are a lot of questions here. Should the BBC look at BBC introducing for future Eurovision songs?
Yes.
I think yes.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, exactly.
Stop this national final, it's not working. Or get
Well,
the songs from somewhere different.
Yeah, try maybe like something else. If you want to do a national final, you got to fix it. RJS Gaming, thank you so much. The juries need to be fixed like Cyprus and Greece, giving each other 12 points. It needs to be looked at and change jury votes for their friends. Yes, and we addressed that earlier. I agree with you. I still believe in the juries. And for a few years, it seemed a little bit more balanced. There were times when the juries didn't give each other 12 points. Over the last 2 years or 3 years, they went back to the old ways, always giving each other points. Not just them. Nordic countries today also did the same thing. And other countries, other regions as well. And the EBU needs to step in. If it happened 1 year, that's different. You can explain that. But every single year, it's getting ridiculous, and it's so easy to point at that.
Yeah.
So I agree. EBU needs to put their fist down and do something about
The
it.
EBU is not going to. The EBU is reliant on Eurovision with the buy-in from the broadcasters. This is the same thing with any big organization. You have a bunch of people leave, they're going to leave. The whole thing's going to run into shambles. So the EBU is pretty much an unstable deck of cards in which the bottom bases are these certain countries. So if you start laying the smackdown on all these countries, what's to stop a country from saying, well, I don't want to deal with this anymore, I'm out, we don't need Eurovision.
Most of the countries do need Eurovision. We talk about the UK and Germany that may not need Eurovision, but Cyprus, that's the only exposure they
But
have.
who needs Eurovision? Is it the broadcasters or is it a country? Because this is about the broadcasters, and there may come a point where they just say, you know what, this isn't worth our investment, this isn't worth the scrutiny. We're
And
out.
I don't care one little fart about that, because that's why people need to push hard. The broadcasters need to push, everyone needs to push. And yes, the EBU is like, oh, we don't want to ruffle any feathers. I don't care. I don't care about that.
But why is it Cyprus or the Greek broadcaster going to say anything? Or are you saying other broadcasters from other countries should be saying stuff?
Yeah, correct.
Because why would Cyprus be saying, oh, you know,
Press the EBU, not just, I'm not referring just to Greece and Cyprus, I'm referring in general that they should say this is not cool. And fans need to speak up. People need to make actually really like more of a call. And that is what I'm saying. But until people say something, it's not going to change. Because people just like hush hush and it's just going to keep going. Not Be Vegan, thank you so much. I might see you in Netherlands next year. Going to start working on my press accreditation on Monday. Well, that's a little early. They're not going to open for a long time. But I'm glad I can end the session with my top 5 in random order. Matt, Zach, Sean, David, and Fernando. Whoop, whoop.
Thank you.
Yes. Who won the jury vote, though? Did I win the jury vote and you the televote? Or I don't know.
Can I just give you a very interesting little tidbit that I've been told, and I've had a look and it's true.
What's that?
Azerbaijan finished 11th in Armenia's televote, so they nearly got a point off of Armenia.
They almost got a point.
Yeah.
So close.
Which is very unusual.
What about the other way around? Probably not, huh?
17th. Yeah,
Oh wait,
last.
they went in the finals. Never. Oh, last, yeah. See,
The
yeah,
jurors did what they normally do.
yeah, that is true. How did the Netherlands score at the semifinal too? They won the semifinal. We know that. We just don't know if
It was
it won
about
with the,
30 points ahead, I think.
yeah. So I don't know if they won both televote and jury or neither or whatever. That we haven't really figured out yet. We got to look that up. But
North Macedonia finishing second.
Yes.
That's their best semifinal result ever.
yeah,
Yeah, previously it was 9th.
yes, that is true.
We can say that Netherlands got 140 points from both the televote and the juries in the semi.
Oh, that we know. So they agreed at least completely.
Yeah, so
That could be first or second. It's gonna be.
yeah, they finished the top.
Yeah, first or second, that's for sure. Anyone else shocked that Greece is under San Marino? We were just talking.
Yeah.
Cyprus too.
Yeah.
So, but again, San Marino in the top 10 of the televote. I can't get
In
over
the
it.
final.
I can't get over it. I need to figure out, is it really just a Turkish vote that people allege that they did, or people just really thought, fun disco song, let's go for
I
it.
tell you what, I might look. Because
I want to know how high they ended up in the semis with the televote, because they may have been top 5.
Let's see which countries give San Marino televote points, because that might give us an idea.
Yes.
While he's looking that up, do you think this is the end of bringing big names in for interval acts? Like, do you think Madonna?
I don't necessarily think so, but then Israel's always a special thing, you know what I mean? But I think it's going to be more about this whole special treatment. They would have to agree with them. If you want to be on there, you follow our rules at
Now I know
Eurovision.
why it's a closed rehearsal, because I remember the rumor saying the production team was a little worried about something controversial happening.
Yeah, and now it did.
So San Marino got 65 points in the televote. 64 of them were from Eastern Europe. They got 1 point from Iceland, and the rest of Western Europe ignored it. So they got 10 from Albania, Azerbaijan and Georgia, 8 from Montenegro, North Macedonia and Moldova, 6 from Hungary, 2 from Croatia, 1 from Belarus, Iceland and Serbia.
Weird.
Yeah.
But these are Turkish countries.
There's no Germany or anything like that where you'd expect there'd be a lot of Turks, so...
They just Eastern Europeans love that outdated stuff. Yeah, that is very interesting. Should Malta leave the contest? What? Televoters always mess them up. And don't blame it because Malta opened the show, because this always happened.
I can answer that.
Yes.
If Malta leaves, that will be the biggest mistake the broadcaster would ever do.
Yes.
The Netherlands waited 44 years. Portugal waited 50 years nearly.
Yes.
Never say never.
Yes.
There will be a year where Malta wins.
Exactly.
That's it. just we need to wait more. I think the fact that we did the final, we managed to go to the final, that's a win itself.
Malta came close on several occasions in '98, in 2002, in 2005. So I know it feels like it's been a while, but I feel as Malta may be on the right track.
It's a process. The Netherlands had, most of the years, had very bad results. A few recent years, they started to recover. Never say never.
Yes.
It's Eurovision.
After a little accounting, it seems like Netherlands won by 3 points ahead of Switzerland. That's how it is in the semi.
The televote in the semi?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he did not win the jury vote.
Let's talk about
Which is so
people
weird because I
using the
thought
word
would be like
pressure.
clear jury winner, but
And I think all contestants did that.
it's a great winner. I love Duncan. I love the song. I love the Netherlands. I'm just beyond excitement. So we're going to wrap this up soon here, but
I can
let's
see him being a really good ambassador for Eurovision in years to come as well.
absolutely. He will be like Netta. He will be like some of the others that we had. Even Munt is a great ambassador. You know what I mean? There are a lot of them.
Everyone but Salvador then, basically.
Yeah. Even Jamal is so that, but she's no longer as involved. But you know,
Because she's
Conchita.
worried where Crimea is located.
yeah. Still think we need juries, but they have to expand. 5 persons are way too
Yes.
few. That I
think
think
that.
everyone agrees with that.
Yeah.
I understand that it makes it more difficult and more work, but just for fairness,
It'd be interesting to see how much they can actually communicate with each other as well. 'Cause
They
if they're
do,
all
they're
sat
not
in a
so-
room
yeah.
and they can just go, oh, just vote this one down. Blah, blah.
yes.
I think they need to do it in separate rooms.
Yeah. It seems that Sweden are losing support with the public. What should their strategy be for the future? I wouldn't say that they lose their support. They still finished in the top 10. A top 10 result is great. Yes, the one you could make a case that they get too much support from the juries all the time, but
2 words.
Yeah.
Be daring. Be daring. Too many safe entries. Too many middle of the road choices.
Yeah.
Be different. Be daring. When was the last time Sweden sent something that wasn't middle of the road?
They
I
had the
actually
chance
can't
with
remember.
John
It was
Heinrich.
probably 2009.
yeah.
They've had opportunities. They have stuff.
John Henrik would have been fantastic.
Yeah, but he didn't win the televote anyway. But the juries put him like in last place, so it would have never happened. So that's the problem because the international juries will
But
prevent anything
that
like
type of music, I know it's slightly different, but that type of music just won the televote tonight. So who's to
That
say
is true.
that the televoters wouldn't have gone for that?
That is true,
It
but
was
the-
very authentically Swedish,
Yeah.
but it had a sort of
But to be fair, John Henrik would have flopped at Eurovision probably with the juries a lot. They would have never done well there. To be
maybe
fair.
they've got to pick one.
Yeah. But I think, I agree with you, if you want to really do well, it doesn't even have to be something like that, but just something a little bit more
Yeah.
outside the box. And that's come from someone who loves Sweden this year. But it's also because Deck and I love the vibe that the song gives, you know, with the mamas and the gospel-y R&B part.
Well, and like we said though, that song studio version is horrendous, and I could have
Yes.
never thought that song. I could never play that song for someone that say it won the Eurovision Song
I played it
Contest.
I played it to my friends in America. I'm like, listen to this. I'm like, oh, wait, no, this is not it. No, that's wrong. So, like, even you can even point, as you said, at Australia. Even though nobody on the team except for me liked the song, loved the song, they went with something a little bit more daring.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like it, and it worked out. I mean, they're still lower than Sweden, but that's what I'm looking for. Or Electric Fields would have been very interesting as well.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You know what? He's giving a really great press conference. He's talking about the diversity of music and how it's great to have this diversity in music. He's kind of blending Netta's win with Salvador's win, saying,
Yes.
you know, he's saying music is feeling like Salvador said, but he said Netta listened to that as well for people.
Yes. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up in just a few minutes. So, Greece not voting for Italy. Come on, one face, one race. No, that's not how it should be, though. You should vote for the best song, not for what your roots are or anything. If you have anything similar, that's what we're trying to prevent from happening. So we're going to do one last round of questions at ESC United. Please post them, and then we'll answer them, and then we gotta head out. Did you guys catch the lady giving points, throw shade at Madonna's bad performance? I don't remember that. Did someone catch that? Someone throwing shade, one of the spokespeople throwing shade at Madonna? I don't get it.
I'm surprised the Madonna fandom hasn't showed up in the Eurovision spirit to protect her.
Oh, I don't know how protective they are. I don't know them very
No,
well.
They're just as bad as us Eurovision fans.
Oh.
But I think one of you said it. When Madonna makes a statement, it's innovative. When Eurovision artists make a statement, it's kitsch.
That's what I said earlier.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And it's just, it's so true.
Yes.
I mean, I think for me, that's just proof. And if the people are throwing shade, then it's going to be a long time before people think about having this big artist come back to Eurovision.
Yes. RJ's Gaming says Ireland needs to get Jet Ward back. That is true, right?
Yeah.
Although, now look, I mean, what happened last year, you just need to get something a little bit more that works. But Jet Ward would definitely be an option, that is true. But I think they've changed by now, I would assume. They're no longer like those quirky little guys. They're a little bit too old for that now.
Possibly not, no.
Yeah.
Let's also talk about
Here's your
Ireland
moment.
last year, France this year, the buzz in the press center. This goes back to what we're saying about that you can't get generalizations of how the televoters and the jurors are going to do based upon a press room full of white gay men.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's a good question in there. Do you think, Thomas Chen asked, do you think Iceland will be punished by the EBU?
I hope not. 'cause
No, it
it's
wasn't
not
Thomas Chen.
their-
Somebody else asked that. Sorry.
I hope not, because it's not the broadcaster's fault that they've done that.
Well, true, but ultimately they are responsible for whatever
The
it says.
actions,
If you guys were to mess things up here, I could be potentially be responsible for it. Do you know what I mean? My website.
Yeah.
So that is what we always.
I'm going to resign and ruin ESC United and become an alt-right Eurovision
Oh, gosh.
personality that just throws conspiracy theories out.
So, but just to get back to the point, I think there needs to be consequences. Not disqualify Iceland or anything like that. Whether it's a fine or even a ban for you, it's tough. But this is BS, and I'm very disappointed in Hatari, and I'm pissed at them.
This is what I did expect this. I didn't expect something like that. But it was almost a moment I thought I was going to see something. Or I thought the coast was clear. They did it.
Yeah.
And they knew they were going to do this. And, you know, at the end of the day, I struggle. Because it's kind of like, you knew when you picked them that came with the territory.
But they said they weren't going to do it. That's the thing. When you say something,
stage.
yes, on stage, and they lied, and that's why I lost all
No, they
respect.
didn't do anything on stage.
They didn't do anything.
No,
on
but
stage.
still, that is still bull. That's a cop out. Come on, that's a cop out. Thank you, Iceland, for this Eurovision season. You had made such a great time already. Look forward to 2020. Thanks, and I'm so happy with the winner. It was the best from the beginning. I know, like, even though it was an obvious winner. Oh my God, Sean, thank you so much. I'm gonna answer. It wasn't in the end a nail biter anyway, so it wasn't as clear of a winner as we thought, but it was a winner. Thanks, gentlemen, for another wonderful year, insanity and general mayhem. I will miss all of you a lot, so please check your Twitter feeds this year. I check mine. Matt, can you believe this is the 4th ESC we spent together, 3 years in nursing home? I will be in touch, my friend. Sounds about right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
2020 starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
No,
Technically today.
You're going?
No, starts
You're
now.
going, right?
Why not?
Technically
You're
today.
going, right? Oh, well, you don't know yet. You're going, right?
If I can get an accreditation.
I'll probably go, yeah, if we can get accredited.
You're going, right? Good. Good.
That's good eye.
Cecile Jensen, thank you so much for your super chat. It is much, much appreciated. Yes. Did somebody check what San Marino was in the televote?
I don't know if that's up yet.
We don't know if they have that.
Is that up on, maybe here? Let's see. Semifinal 1.
I don't know if that's going to be up yet, but
It's not up yet. No, it is.
it is. So
in the televote, San Marino finished in 4th place.
Oh, wow.
San Marino finished
After
in
that,
4th
24th
place
Iceland
in the
won?
televote. Iceland won, yes. Australia 2nd. It was not there was no landslide winner.
Oh, yeah. What are the two countries that had disagreement between the jurors? Poland?
Iceland, maybe?
No. The difference in qualifying. 8 out of the juries and the televoters disagreed.
1,
on
2, 3,
countries.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Poland was in 8th place. They would have qualified.
Televoters.
And 9, 10. So televoters only got 9 out of 10 through, right?
Yeah.
And
But it was 8 out of 10.
oh wait, no, yeah. I mean 8 out of 10. Yeah, I don't know why that is.
Look at the jurors. The jurors destroyed Portugal.
They destroyed Portugal.
Destroyed San Marino.
They destroyed San Marino. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They wanted Hungary through, actually. If it were up to the juries, Hungary would have made it.
So Hungary and Poland were where the disagreement was.
Yes.
And San Marino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where the juries disagreed. Between San Marino and, which one did we say?
Poland.
Poland, that's right. So in semifinal 2, they disagreed on, let's see.
Oh, that's not.
Oh, that's not up yet. Never mind. So forgive us, we were looking at a different page. Gil Kagan, you sent a PayPal. Let me look that up. Thank you so much. I'm looking it up and see if there's a message you want me to read. Say something while I'm looking this
Well, I
up.
think it's so interesting. I mean, it's going to be complicated for the EBU to have to figure out how to take care of politics. It's so easy for us to say, it's so easy for our to say, it's just about the music, it's not about politics. That's not how the world works. They're always going to be intermixed, and I think the EBU is going to have to figure out a way to monitor this. And when you have an issue such as this, it's not black and white. People here know it's not black and white, and I think they're going to have to be. I think that's the one thing people are going to have to advocate for. It's about the change in the juries, but also how to deal with these issues of politics. Because someone did bring up a point, so why can't we talk about Israel versus Palestine, but we can talk about all these other issues, LGBT issues, things like that.
Yes.
I know David made the point about, oh God, we're going to have another song about feminism, or it was about, which I love you, but I disagree with you on that. I love the song. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I didn't see it as pandering or anything else, but someone else may say it. But I think there has to be a way where not everyone's going to be as civil as you and me when we discuss these things, where I can say, hey, I disagree with you, but I'm okay with it. And the EBU is going to have to figure out a way to do that, because these countries are like little toddlers that get into fights about anything, and it's just like,
That's true.
You can't Crimea, nine.
I'll say, just to pay both, keep on going with the good work, guys. See you next year in the Netherlands. I cannot wait. That means I'm not going to Eurovision concert, because I'm not going back twice to the Netherlands. That's a little much.
By the way, just on the Iceland thing,
yes.
Apparently the EBU have said that the consequences of the action will be discussed by the contest's executive board.
Which means we'll talk about it and nothing will
Sort of
happen.
like what happened with Russia and Ukraine 2 years ago. A whole lot of nothing.
Yeah,
Kinda
or
like what
Armenia.
happened
Remember
this year.
Armenia in 2016 when she held the flag?
On that year, she was having a fine.
Yes, she was a fine, but it was a small fine, like what's like
So
$50.
they might just get a fine.
Yeah, highly likely that's what will happen.
Yeah. All right. So, would it be better for the Big Five to have to qualify than not? I don't think that necessarily would make a difference. Look at Italy. I mean, I wanted to have it like fair for fairness reasons, but as far as like increasing the results, no, that's not going to make a big difference. Look at Italy. They do great almost every single year, and look at Germany. That had times when they perform, they do well.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's the solution. For fairness, I would love it, but we all know money makes the world go round. I don't like the attitude of Duncan in the press conference. He's so full of himself. We didn't listen to it really, so I can't really speak on what he said. But he seems like a nice guy, so it would surprise me.
Yeah. They didn't seem arrogant from what I saw.
Yeah. Okay, what are your thoughts about feelings regarding the UK results, finishing in last place overall? Last in the jury. No, was it last in the jury vote? No, you weren't last in the jury vote.
Germany was last.
No,
They were
Germany
like
was last in
third
the
last
televote.
jury
Sorry.
vote.
But in
They
the
were
jury.
like third last in the jury.
Yeah.
Spain was last in the jury
Yes.
vote.
Yeah, but who was? Yeah, that's right.
The UK was somewhere like second or third to last.
Yeah. So what? Anyone else? I know Sean already shared his feelings about it.
Yeah, I'm numb
And-
to the whole thing by now.
Yeah.
I'm used to the pain.
Oh, it's because Israel or the UK supports the US in the war against Iraq.
Yeah.
Like with that
It's
CNN
because of
article.
Brexit.
It's because
It's
of Brexit.
because of
Yeah,
Brexit.
everyone's
Brexit.
punishing us.
Even the countries that are not in the EU.
Let's just say it's because of Brexit.
Even Australia and
Yeah.
Israel, all those countries not in the EU.
The song
Exactly.
was just. I think this happens every year. The
I'm
UK
being
try to
sarc-
tell themselves.
I'm being sarcastic, by the way. In case
I know,
people don't
you
get.
are.
No, but I know what people are like. I was being sarcastic there.
Yeah, he
It's
made
not
this.
because of
I
that.
think everyone tries to get themselves to believe that this song is going to be better than what you expect. And I think when the BBC try to create something better than it is, it just comes off looking like an X Factor finale performance.
Yes.
It just comes off kind of being like, oh, this is all right, but we've seen this before. Yeah. So I think the BBC really needs to take a hard look about what they want, but I feel like they're one of the broadcasters that just thinks they're doing things right.
Yeah, they're just like, well, we'll be fine. And that's what I'm saying, because I know a lot of Brits don't like my channel because I've been very vocal about my disappointment with the BBC every single year. I say, like, this is going to flop. And people are like, you're always negative. We're going to do fine. It's our best choice. It's best in years. I'm like, no. No,
I
it's
mean,
not.
look at the countries that
And
took-
then every
yeah.
time it flops, and it's not that I want them to do well, because actually, even despite the UK's really bad results over the past decade plus, they're still one of my favorite countries in Eurovision, especially the old days when they were shining. They're the best. There's a reason why they have the most second places and so many wins, because they have fantastic music in the past, and I feel they just lost focus.
They in Ireland won so many Eurovisions because of the language rule, and English was more accessible of a language internationally than other people's languages. That's truly what I believe.
Wow, that's
A statement.
that's a very harsh statement. But
why do you think when you can sing in English, you have an advantage? Why do you think so many countries sing now partially or
Malta
mostly?
ever win?
Why did Malta ever win?
yeah, Malta
They
sang-
did pretty well though in Eurovision when there was country language rules. When they were singing in Iceland, if you look, or if we're not Iceland, when you're singing in English, like go back to their record. Their record was pretty respectable. Now they never won, but they did have pretty decent top 10 finishes.
I'm not saying that they're always, but the songs that they did well with, they were usually really good songs. When I look at the charts, the songs that they had and how they ended up, they're usually always the ones my favorites. Whether it's Better the Devil You Know was a fantastic song. It deserved second place. Actually, I thought it would have won that year.
Gina G should have won.
Yeah, exactly.
I think she would have won with Televote that year.
That is true.
Yeah.
Definitely higher for sure. Good, the language doesn't really help, but I don't think that it was the only reason, because they had just good
There are a
music.
multitude of reasons.
Yes.
But I'm just saying that the language was advantageous towards them. I think at the end of the day, they had confidence when they were doing that. And now there's almost like this, ever since Gemini, they really don't know what to do. They've struggled with their identity and what to do. And I think they're almost in this denial. Like each year they keep telling themselves that. And this is where, like, I know like the fans, OGE UK were really big advocates for national final, and they made a big stink, and they were able to get that. And that shows the power of the people to be able to make these
That's
changes.
what I'm saying. Yes, it's the power of the people. So hopefully, what?
If BBC wants to win it, they will. And I think that's why the United Kingdom is not maybe doing great.
Maybe the UK should send a song not in English next year. Yeah, maybe Welsh.
No, because they finished last in Junior Eurovision with a song in Welsh.
Oh, that's right.
So that's no better.
Okay, nah, scrap that idea.
Hey, I thought about that with Rocco, with the Dream. I thought it would have been much more better if it were in Croatian.
It would have been a little
100%.
better. This the song.
I like the mix in that one, to be honest. Like, it was one of the things that it had going for it, was that it turned into a Croatian later on in the song.
Yeah. Still surprised that the Belgian jury didn't give any points to the Netherlands. Oh wow.
Yeah, I saw noticed that as well. I mean, if it happens that every year, year after year, it's exchanges of friendly countries, that's one thing. But I think, that's evidence that certain juries are doing it the right way. They're not basing it on...
Thanks, Ireland.
They're not basing it on friendly votes.
Yes. Okay, so we gotta go here because they're closing down soon, and we gotta leave. So this is our last live stream
and it's
from the
3
press
a.m.
center. Yes, at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sticking around while we're doing all of this. We couldn't have done it without you. This has been lots of fun. Thank you, Fernando. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, David. Thank you, Sean.
And thank you, Matt,
thank
for
you,
the
Matt.
wonderful time we shared together.
Yes, we will be still around. I mean, I will definitely be still around. I'll be making videos. I'll be doing a lot of videos over the next 24 hours about the jury results, maybe even another live stream. But a lot of people got to fly home. So we missed you a lot. We will be in Amsterdam or Rotterdam next year, probably, right?
When's your next Mattitude live stream?
I have to see. I will try to do one just a debrief tomorrow, and then I have to see, because I'm going not next weekend because I'll be still in Italy, but probably in like a couple of weeks. So hang in there, and we will be back. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good whatever.
Get
And
some
we'll see
sleep.
you in 2020.
Yes.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.